I watch a CNN and first we're gonna talk about hey, how y'all doing today? I watch a CNN today, and a lady say, "What would we do if women have our way?" And God said, "What would I do if we had our way? America and God's children had their way? What would we change?" But God said, "We'll change the world." But you talk about women's rights, but you ain't talking about God's children, right? Because if we change that word, I just told us, what would we do if we had our way? You take, you not give my child his justice with your lies and your racism in American businesses in Walmart. Walmart denied God, denied that they need help from God. See, and this is the part about it. It had the same thing in the Dallas courtroom. I don't need you. God said, I don't need you with your lies and you're not understanding. But if you're going to talk about what we do on have our way, God said, what will we do at my children and me? And God and his children had his way. And they got people that don't believe in love, that don't believe in showing that same love for God, that don't believe in that fight and what we stand for. And what we trying to do is so much, God says, so much of picky mind that we can't show love for each other. Hey, how you doing? And I just came from the Civil Rights Act, seeing in New York. And I'm about to do it against the White House, and I'm about to do it against the Justice Department on Civil Rights Act. God said, what would we do if we had our way? What would we do if my child had his way? How would he change the world? I'm going to tell you like I told Walmart, you're scared of, you can't understand. You're scared of God. That's why Miller denied God. You denied him the first time, and then you denied God's spirit. God said, I tell you, God said, I move mountains and I move spirits. I don't have to move the spirit all the way out the body. I come into the heart is pure, but you deny God. But you say my name, but you don't really love me like you say you love me. So we have to understand, hey, how y'all doing? Understand what God is about. What if you had your way? God said, what would I do if we had our way and the people that believed in me? What can we change? We will make a whole lot of change. This is our world. We believe in something that's greater. But if our own people in America don't want to agree with our God and agree that we all need love and we all fight for something greater, how is the problem is? One thing, if we can't take care of our own home in America, with democracy, how can we be great? If God said if we can't keep our American balance with lie and hatred and not spread love in the universe and in the world, those things that have to be understood in many ways. But I can hear a courtroom here, my lawyer say I don't need Doug McMillan lie with racism, lie what that is. But when you say you don't need my help, you deny God, the faith of God. Anything you have to say, you deny God. Then you fake your love for God. God knows in the spirit. Humans can say what they want. They're gonna call you a liar because you see the spirit of them. And that's the most definitely understanding what greater at. And that let's just say you're trying to stop the progress. God said you're trying to stop my progress. You're trying to stop what I'm trying to do by votes, not by God love, not about what God can do, by votes of our enemy not believing in God. A voter is just going to be a voter, but a person, the way they treat others, those are the things that God really matters. God had to understand those things in those point of views. When our government ignores us, it don't want to listen to us, and violence and neglect and abuse from our own government, how can we make change? How can we make stuff and they ignore us? And then violence is supposed to happen. Words, God say, my child don't even want to say it. But how can I get your attention when I have to go? I told Joe Biden, Lil Wayne said, getting your perm crosses the line. Just hope somebody remember that. You cross it with dignity and you cross it with respect. And somebody don't remember you. And I got attention. Joe Biden was already watching Obama, everybody. CNN and then. But the thing is where we are so strong at, and we win by standing together. But one thing God said, I got my hand on this Holy Bible. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, God, one thing, it didn't matter if God was Jewish, black, Muslim, Mexican, Russian, and he was black, really black, you can't see him in the dark. God hid in the shadow. When he was in the dark, he still had the light on him. Those things was really stronger than anything. How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Those things are greater than we ever was in understanding and all of that, And, Trump put his faith in the people, and God didn't put his faith in the people. He put his faith in trust. He already know what this world was about, right? And that's where the danger at, because you got people in power that claim they know God, and know what God was about, but you have the power, but you still abuse it. And you put your faith in the people. They hated God because God has sight. He knew what was going on. He knew. And God never claimed that he was perfect, but he seen things that he had to address and that he stood along with it. They fear him because he stood alone with those things. Look what you're willing to put on the line now. You're willing to lose because selfish other Americans that don't want to come to the same agreed board of goals and what these things are for. Look how that courtroom acted. Look how Dallas courtroom tried to break God mindset and break because of racism. Look how they acted. Look how Judge Kennedy acted and the prosecutor acted with their behavior. But you say you forgot when they try to break God children mindset, neglecting them. Let me tell you, neglecting, abuse, and racial act in the community and things. But you see, God said you care about those liars more than those non-believers that don't believe in God and believe that we all have the right to fight for something. Right? But you had to put my life. Let me tell you something. One thing, when the police said Michael Maxwell, one of us. You know what the police said when they said when he was in the crowd? He one of God's children. What you mad? You got people that don't believe in God, that question, that you let vote. You put your voting in their hands, that this don't believe. They fake their love for God. God said that. I told us to write it. Your paper mean nothing to me. But if your spirit ain't right, what that mean? But they went off of votes. They went off of faking their love for God. They went off of those things. Right now, you got a society, Boosie, Yellow Breezy, and them trying to lie and stop my child from getting this justice. Stop from getting him. Walmart try to stop him from getting this justice because they don't want to change. I told you, I was on my other UP line. I said, this is change. We are fighting for greater, for change. This is not changing this or the business route. We are changing something where he can change the way we view our personality, the way we want to work, the way we want to do things in life, and not let dictators do all of that. The life that we have, and Walmart ain't giving that energy. They ain't giving that with their behavior. The most important thing, God said, nobody wants to come to work every day with a negative store manager and a negative manager and negative employees. We have to have that negative racist store manager. And just don't blame this on one color and black got something to do with it. Don't do that, because we all trying to point the finger, but we don't want to address what is going on in the Walmart corporations about behaviors and personality. You can never understand me and what I fight for so much. One thing, this is not about a rap contract. Or everybody said, "Oh, he gonna die," but he going from when Boosie stole from me in Yellow Breeze and Trap Boy Freddy, and the mayor let that happen, and now I'm on by lying and terrorism with the city lies and Governor Abbott. But God said, you want me to stand down and everybody, the enemy is watching and acting childish because they couldn't fight for something. They couldn't do what they needed to do. But God said, you betrayed me. You betrayed me. That Dallas courtroom betrayed God, betrayed what they stand for. Governor Abbott betrayed God. Trump betrayed them. But God said one thing. I was sitting in Dallas County in 2019, and I was in the middle containment. And I argued with this guy. I said, where was God and the president when my son died? I went in my cell, and we argued by the window. When I sat down, I was asking to be removed. But I sat in my cell. I laid down for a little bit, and this is a true story. And I was waiting for them to come. This is a true story. My name is Hubert. How about you? Get money, start the way. Hubert F. Baby Hubert Jr. Sellers, Baby Legend. And please go to my YouTube at Sellers, SELLERS JR 7413, SELLERS Jr. at SELLERS JR 74123. But I put my hand, my cover over my head, in dark time, and I say, God, 20 times. If you hear, I still won't deny you. I say it 20 times. I fell asleep after a while, and I had a dream. And I didn't see that he didn't tell me his name. And I didn't see the body or spirit told me to get up. It told me to get up. If I call God's name 20 times, what do that mean? And we have to understand, what do that mean? And told me, I woke up and I dreamed about I was in a cell, get up. And I was in the same cell. But when our enemy crossed that line and lied, we believe in God and fight for something that's greater. God said, if they don't want change, we're going to have to change without America businesses. Where Walmart don't want to change, they think what the lies said? God said, Goodman Miller employees say, this is not going to be a right fit. God said, this is not going to be a right fit for you, because you can't see the spirit of jealousy. You can't see the spirit of deception, Goodman Miller. God said, you can't see when somebody lying with you, when they're giving you book in that 2996 and 1216. But God said, you have betrayed me. Don't have me. When God told Moses to paint the wall with blood, God knew the non-believer was going to be among the believers. It didn't matter if you paint the blood. He knows. And those are the things we understand. When God knows by spirit, he knows by spirit. He knows about these things and the things that we say and we do and all of those things. But you deny God, then you lie about it. You lie to God. You deny God the first time you know he is. Then you denied him the second time. That's what Douglas Miller stands for. And let me tell you something. I told him, since Trump and Joe Biden stepped in, Trump stepped in, he want to play nice, him and his family. Him and his family and the black and white employees want to play nice. This is what we got to understand. This is what we're dealing with. And I told the Justice Department, they want to play nice. That man didn't want to hear nothing out. He had no God. He denied God. And soon as Trump stepped in, he want to play nice and he's faking. He's lying to you. I told Joe Biden in the Justice Department, You better see that. Don't let him lie to you because he have a power position. Don't let him and his family and his employees lie to you because of the lies. And I hope they catch on to it. See this is a true story. And Dylan Miller probably be a hypocrite about it, him and his family. And then I was this Walmart employee, Walmart customer that was with me. I was this Walmart customer. I'm sitting in produce. I'm sitting by the deli one day, and I got the basket, I'm from behind the desk, and I'm on the opposite where the you pick stuff at, and um and I said out loud, Jessica need to really think before she hires someone. You know what that customer said? Yeah, you right, Hubert. Because the behavior and the mindset of Jessica employees, it was jealousy, the behavior, the mindset. What me and that customer saw out of Jessica employees, and this is the truth, guys. I ain't just making this up. And I said that out loud. I wasn't even, and the lady just caught on to what I said. And me and her we just looking at Jessica employees in the deli. The new employees acting jealous, vindictive mindset. And this is what we saw in the mindset, in the spirit. This is what we saw. I'm telling you, I'm telling you the truth. Let me tell you something. When I was in Marsh Lane, 2996, and I worked, it had grown up. It didn't matter if they was white or black. They came in with their teenagers, say, Hubert, I see you trying. You doing some of it. Keep trying. They came with their teenage kids. Get money, stop the way you bet, baby. You with junior sellers. Go to Little Diamond, wish you hate wood. Go to those things and those things. And I thought I don't know why my video stopped because I thought I did stuff. So with this damn thing, I don't know what's going on. I thought I deleted everything. I must have forgot something. My storage was at 99%. And I must have forgot something that made me forget this video. So yeah, guys. So yeah, those are the things that we gotta realize. Those things, 7, 8, and 19. We can't see the spirit. You know, God said we are not meant to fall. People say if you can't fall and this and that, we're not meant to fall. Our thing is to catch on to the spirit when somebody trying to make us fall. Everybody gonna say that your mama holding back. My mama not holding me back. The society and then they tell you when you sit on your butt is your fault that you got your value, that your value not the way it is because America take their own people for granted. Their own value of America and you take your own people for granted. How can we understand it? Let me tell you what a risk. They know this world and they choose to go against it. They choose to play along with them and know the price that they will have to pay for it. Governor had no repercussions in the making them, and Joe Biden they know this world. When they talk about a goat, when Somebody called, yeah, Lil Wayne is the best. He the best, and I'm not gonna tell you he the best. And he's the best, and we all know these things. Lil Wayne is the best rapper ever. But when you believe in God, we all a GOAT. We all something greater. When we believe in something greater, we all a GOAT. We all are what we are. I can no longer pay whatever we need to pay and allow us to suffer when our own black and white teaming up in the American business and neglecting us and don't want us to dream the same and do stuff. Goodman Miller made his choice. There was a force to be reckoned with. And I hope the Justice Department catch on to that, man. This man was a force to be reckoned with. I tried to call him when I was on the clock and off the clock. Let me tell you something. I told James, I never did tell James that I was coming back. I told James when I was in Atlanta, I wanted to go figure out the personalities and see where I fit in, because the behavior coming from your society and your business, you're being picky. A person's going to say, I was in Atlanta going to tell you, you're going to wind up being alone. I'm going to be alone because I'm not a follower. You cry for attention and you don't cry for God attention, just for more greater things to happen to you. But our enemy is behaving wrong. Now, look what you let started with boosting them lies. That's the difference. Look what you let started with Yellow boosting them lies. Look what you let started. That's the difference. And you still letting it get out of hand. MO3 manager getting out of line with racism attack. God said what was said at nighttime and what was said at that McDonald's. You dummy, you retarded from that McDonald's employee. You scared of your little brother MO3, right? But God said, the only person I scared is God. His power is more greater than lies and hypocrites and all the rest of those things. But you're gonna kill God, then you're gonna kill him, you're gonna keep betraying him over and over again. What makes you different from what they did? But you still look for, the thing is, we really truly, Joe Biden and really don't truly believe in God. They really truly don't believe. And that's how I feel, because the thing is this, it says you show by your actions. You and Trump and them show by your actions. You show by how you do things and behave. And how you let this happen with the mayor lies, man. God said, what's to participate for? And they want change. They want you to change who you are, and they want God to change who he is for what? Because they don't understand him and they don't understand God. Because you don't understand God. You letting this person lie, and how far it's going to go on. Now I had a dream last night. A dream when I woke up. I was with my friend, Demir and them. DJ Khaled said you want to make a video. Everybody come together and make a music video. At that time, and I think it was past the president, was past. You know, our enemy, whatever that is. You rather let God die. You are playing a part in their world and you don't even know. And we are going to continue to let everything happen. You are playing a part in their world. You don't even know. So, CNN and Sky, we're going to put Sky News on here. I hope you are getting the message from God. And I just told you what I just said in my message on the civil rights in your headquarters. I hope that God bless. How y'all doing? Love y'all. God bless everybody. God said we can change the world as more love is given and more understanding is given. We can change the world. But can we be straightforward with it to change it? So the order to change it, we got to be keeping it 100. We got to be real with it. We got to attack our mission with it. And we got to mean something. Because if we mean something, it's come with change. Sometimes we are allowing darkness to come when we don't keep faith in what we want and how we want to see the world. You know, God told me, when this is all over, I can't live amongst them. No matter what everything going, you can't live amongst them because it's not because you're scared. It's because they don't believe. They don't have the same value. The God that believes. It's not going to work, guys. Right now, we're living in a difficult situation right now. And not because we're scared. It's the belief of God. It's the most fierce thing. What they understand, they feel of what God, the power that God holds. And that's the most respectable democracy and it connect to the other spirits of the power of God. So those are the most damaging parts of where we got things at. God just told me I can't live amongst them. You know, my mama not gonna understand. You have to go. You have to buy your big house with gates around it. It just is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We are different. You judge over mindset and hypocrites in the job, but I judge over the ability to keep believing in God. You see, I was on HBO. I love HBO because when I always had cable, when I had my apartment, my rent was so high, and it kept me out of trouble a lot when I got my disability. And people don't know that can actually save a person where he have cable and he not going out there getting in all of that trouble. They always tell you don't live amongst your means, but people don't know. And the thing that would help another American if he had that person had cable and all that. I got Showtime Beyond, all the other animated. I had this little kid on this little show, Animal. She's this little girl. She's have these little things and they turn into real animals. And she talked to me. She had this power. And this other girl that goes into school is a TV series. Goes into school and she has power. So many things that we are create that we can create with each other. Those are the main thing with that suit. I fell in love with Homeland. Homeland is based on a true story. The guy that wrote it, that played in it, I didn't even know he's actually that was based on some true stories and things and how things are what it is. Strike Back is one of my shows. Those are the things of what we do. So we are doing what we have to do, and we doing these things. But some of these things we can't allow. When people tell you to forgive, they're not willing to change. What look good on the inside doesn't mean what look good right now on the outside doesn't mean on the inside it look good. And you have to keep moving forward because you can't allow that type of society to get back to you and do because they don't want to believe. And right now, they put my life in danger because stupid behavior. I can told you what I said. Joe Biden, all of us had our attention. But why do I have to say that when your call center didn't want to change? Neglect and abuse with lie and deception. What? And it's the truth. This is what the workers are doing at the Social Security. They lied to me twice at the call center. Told me ticket to work program and lied to me when I was going through a racist Walmart situation and other businesses. But Governor Abbott and Senator Ted, where they hear them out, but we don't have a voice. It seems like that still don't matter because when you win an election, these people still being hypocrites about it. Come on, guys. If we're gonna love them, we're gonna stand for something. So I have to be the one that's gonna move forward in life. We have a lot of work to do. You know, I can go to see people in the UK and other places talking about theater. You know, and all of those things. I took drama. Drama is my, Miss Gula. I love to act that. Because I still think when I go back on it, and I was at Newman Smith High School, and I go back on Miss Gulo, and we could have did a better job in front of her to present that in front of her. And I look back at it, and she can just tell. I remember her image of her facial expression. She know we just put that together. So me just taking drama class and be able to just do those things, that was the most important thing, you know. I remember on a football team, a Newman Smith, when I didn't know that much about football and I was going and my Big Nick and everybody wanted to teach me at Newman Smith Kool-Aid. And the coach said, let me train them, let me show them what to do, let me guide them. You know, it's so much different from when I was in high school because I had the thing. I went on job sites. I went on elementary school. I was going to Brookhaven nursing homes. I was doing so much in those beginnings. Like I loved it, and you don't get that same much. We went to job site. I was going to Brookhaven College in North Lake, and having fun. I had my first job. When I got my first income tax, my mama said you should be proud of yourself. And these kids need to know when, like, you're not gonna when they get their first income tax at five. I'm telling you, it's gonna be $5. You can't work a lot of hours. But my mom said you should be proud of that $5 you get. And it wasn't just about the money. I had the learning experience. What did it say? And that was not like it was like Hubert, we want you. You do a great job of what you do a great job. And I was able to just go in there and burn my ID, and I was able, but I still had to participate. Even now, I had a job at Big Lots and at Newman Smith in Carrollton, Texas. I still had to come there and participate during school time when we go over there. And we go on job site. People don't know what, like, our teachers, man, I got Miss Gulo. I'm going to tell Miss Gulo, the best thing you did is telling me to go. I never forget that because she told me to go in this other school. It's a moving on up program, and she wanted me to find out. And she reminded me of Miss DJ Cali, reminded me of Miss Gulo. And, they believed in everything. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was the best decision because I see a friend in he's one of my classmates. He was in a coma, and other people he went back to jail, and then other people did the mindset of them. And me, I'm still able to push myself. My teachers didn't believe in me. They try to take me to job corps, or we just don't want people to make fun of you. And I'm not worried about them because if I focus just on my growth, where do I want to be? You know what I'm saying? So we have to, yeah, nice to meet you. See you. How y'all doing today? But yeah, those are the things that we are able to prove in all of those things. Look, you got a guy that's talking about the fight of future of money right now on YouTube. Why God love is not being loved in the spirit. Why everything about him being a dollar? That I'm like, come on, this guy right here actually talking about the future of money. But what God is, how can we understand God? And that's what we do. Can if I had it my way, if I could go to every place and live and living free without that, it would be just as simple. But it's just not damn like that, right? It's just not damn like that. God, it was different from God to God from no village to village. It was different. His people were protecting him, and that was the most things amongst them when they believed. And God stood for good. So you're not gonna have good around you, and you can go to places. Let me tell you something. Yeah, that's the thing with all of that. But let's keep pushing through in life. I say I'm looking for a relationship where spirit is open, where love can understand it. Because I know if my spirit, I don't care what I'm doing, no girl, not woman, not gonna get to me. Our focus is on us. The seduction, the deception, that's what it is. But DJ Khaled said, when you find, that's when I found two spirits are open. I won't question things, and our spirit is open and we see the same path. That dude got some issues. Boosie got some real issues. And I'm gonna tell you that Yellow Breeze and them, they got some real issues they need to handle in this community. And baby, they really need some help, man. And I'm gonna tell you, the lion is getting out of control here. I'm gonna be honest with you. The lion is getting out of control, and it's getting out of control, man. It's getting out of control. It really is. It really is. It make a nigga want to just walk away with the bull crap, man. It make a nigga just want to walk away with the lies going on, bro. Let me tell you something. And I just want to be honest with you because I want to down me in a minute, but I want to tell you something. If I'm a join again, I got to know what you stand for. You standing for God. You standing for change. You standing for something greater. What we standing for? What are we standing for when we have to do something powerful? We didn't get this far about this not standing for something powerful. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all the greatest people that stood for something. Roosevelt Park, John F. Kennedy. You know, John F. Kennedy died for helping us, for us, for bailing Martin Luther King out. It's the theory that they didn't like each other. Look what John Kennedy helped. Look who he was at the office with. That was a threat in those days. So when a guy don't know what he's talking about, you can look at pictures and see John F. Kennedy with Martin Luther King and other black activists. He died for not putting up with racism, for standing with something. That's the difference between which you can't understand. And everybody's not seeing that. Everybody's not seeing that. Everybody's not catching what John F. Kennedy stood for. George Bush Sr. talks about, if you could read Love Bush dad, he talks about when he used to be the president of the U.S. for, he walked in one neighborhood and he saw racism. These are people that's talking eye of their eyes and they talking about what they seen out of their eyes. These are presidents that talking about what they seen. And everybody think little Bush and them was born on money. They wore hand-me-down clothes. Like just to hear when I was at that library in 2019 and just to read George Bush Sr. book and Discipline when they acted, they got their toys taken away. And just to read those things, that was so amazing because it said they said Bush didn't have that much to offer. When I was in, no, he had discipline, he had understanding, he had the thing is that if you get out of line, he had law. That was the most important thing with those things. Hey, how you doing? He had those structures. He had structure. They had hand-me-down clothes. But look at today where people so and people that they was born into it. I wish that George Bush Sr. was still here, that he can talk about these things in person, not just write a book. I wish he was just here for he can just talk about these things. I wish they would have made a video. George Bush, look, Bush would put a video when they had these things, and the Bush family when they didn't have these, they had nothing. I just wish because other people, the president and born, no, I wish little Bush and them could just show a video on how they came up in the house they grew up on, the lifestyle they had. Because other people would project, oh, they was born with no man. Like, let them tell their story. Let them get out and don't just say nobody's rich. Trump wasn't born rich. His daddy got into real estate. His dad made nothing into something. Come on, birds. I can hear your crows all the way out there. I want to talk. Whoa. I'm sorry, guys. The crows talking way from over there. The crows talking. They talking, bro. Y'all don't know. The birds talking. Understanding nature, is a big part of our world. I like that. It's the world's nature is what we understand. We understand what things really matters, right? So, guys, I'm just trying to really attack this issue, guys. I wish y'all the best. It's sad, boy. They really are taking this far. Like, they really, really need some help in Dallas County, man, Dallas, Texas, man. They really need some help, especially if it made me not even want to be here after they love my pieces of crap. It just make me not want to be. They don't got all their facts together, hypocrites. You know, they all fight for something, but don't know how to handle the mindset. And you gotta watch other people because other people will try to go against that, and because he gotta believe down the way his mindset stronger than others. They would call you selfish when they been selfish, when they lying. I can't allow Walmart to win anymore. I can't allow them to keep winning. God can't allow. Hey, you laughing? What's so funny? Pleased to know you. Hey, but you up there believing lies in Dallas. You don't have your facts together. You believe in lies in Dallas. She up there laughing, but she believe in lies. Yeah, how you doing? You don't got your facts together. Rules were broken, guys, and Yellow Breezer broke that rule by dishonesty and lies. I see